Hello, welcome back. Welcome back to Aura 7 Yoga here at Aura 7 Activer on Instagram. We are live every weekday from Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. PST. So hopefully you guys can join us. Good morning. And we're gonna get going shortly, getting started onto our mats. If you have props, always grab that. And let's get started, focusing on our breath. All right, come on down onto your mat. Just lay down onto your back. Bring the soles of the feet down onto the mat and then separate your feet all the way mat distance apart. Now let your knees to come together. Little ease for the lower back. Placing the left palm onto your heart, placing the right palm onto your belly. Tuck the chin to the chest, lengthen through the spine. Closing the eyes. Softening all the muscles around the face, softening the muscles around the jaw. Starting the process of letting go. Letting go of your mourning, letting go of your thoughts, letting go of your fears. Letting go of the past and letting go of the future. Simply tune in with the breath as you start to feel your body from the inside. Slow, steady inhales through the nose. And slow, steady exhales out through the nose. See if you can make the inhales equally as long as the exhales. And maybe holding a little pause in between the inhales and in between the exhales. Pausing at the top. And pausing at the bottom. Take a moment to scan through the body from the toes to the crown of the head. And notice if you're shifting to the left side or to the right side, can you shift the body weight back to center? Maybe notice that you're still holding on some tension around the shoulder, around the jaw, around the hips, around the feet, around the toes or the fingers. If you notice the tension, see if you can guide your breath to that area. And with the next exhalation, just simply start to soften the body. Good, then slowly open the knees, keeping the feet hip distance apart, drop the knees all the way to the left. Bring your right arm into a goalpost, into a cactus arm, turn the gaze to the right. And if you like to go a little deeper, you can stack the left ankle on top of the right knee to pull it further down. And come back to center, place the feet down onto the mat, still hip distance apart. Then drop the knees all the way to the right. Bring your left arm into a goalpost. And then if you like, you can place the right ankle on top of the left knee, pulling it down gently. Feeling more stretch on the left side body around the hip area. And come back to center. Come into figure 4. Crossing the right ankle on top of the left knee. Interlock the hands behind your left leg, left knee. And then gently pulling the left leg closer to the body as you release the right knee away from your chest. Flex the right foot. Activate through the right foot. Switch to the left side. Cross the left ankle on top of the right knee. Soften the left knee away from your chest. Interlock the hands behind your right hamstring, right knee. And then pull the right thigh closer to the chest as you're still tucking the chin to the chest and softening the left knee away from the body. Release, coming to a gentle happy baby. Just grab behind the knees, pulling those knees into the armpit, lowering the tailbone down to the mat, tucking the chin to the chest, stacking the ankles on top of the knee. And then reach from the inside of the knees, grabbing the outer arches of the feet. And then still lowering the whole spine down to the mat, tucking the chin to the chest, lengthening through the spine. Slow, deep inhale. And exhale. You bring the knees into a tabletop position. Stack the knees on top of the hips. Pull the belly in. Press your lower back down to the mat. Bring the fingers behind the ears and crunch up all the way to your knees. Lift both shoulder blades away from the mat, pull the belly in, then slowly start to stretch the right leg forward, keep the left knee in. Exhale to switch, left leg forward, right knee in. Exhale to switch. One more time, switch. Crunch up a little higher, keep the left leg forward and stretch the right leg to meet the left, point the toes. Keep the leg straight, reach the arms forward, low boat pose, deep inhale. Exhale, coming up into boat pose, Navasana. Bend the knees if you need that, grab behind the knees. Now see if you can roll back more and make your spine nice and straight. Find that balance, pull the lower belly in and maybe release the legs, maybe straighten the legs if you like. Deep, slow inhale. Exhale, slowly coming back down into that low boat position. Bend your right knee, like the hand, steeple grip. Release the index finger across your thumbs. And then crunch up all the way to the outside of the right knee. Flex the right foot, flex the left foot. Come on, keep the energy in the legs. Lift the right heel to the ceiling and crunch up all the way to the outside of the right ankle. Hold it here. Deep inhale, crunch up a little bit higher as you exhale. Then switch out the legs. Right leg long, left knee bends. Come to the outside of the left knee. Crunch up a little higher. Then crunch up a little higher. Maybe extend the left leg to the ceiling. Crunch up all the way to the outside of the left leg. Hold it there, crunch. For 3, for 2, and 1. Good job. Hug the knees back to your chest. Coming to a plow pose. Swing the legs up and overhead. Support the lower back. Your toes don't have to come down to the mat. But if they're touching the ground, maybe work on straightening out through the legs. Maybe when coming in, allow the hands behind your back. Pressing the pinky edge of the palm down to the earth. Maybe bending the knees, coming into a little airplaning posture. Bringing knees into your temples, maybe all the way down to your ears. Support your lower back as you slowly roll back down to the mat. Hug back, hug behind your knees, and then slowly rock and roll back and forth onto your mat. Come on, cross the ankles and come on into a tabletop position, all fours. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders, spreading the fingers away from each other. Pull the belly in, keep the spine long. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone to the sky. Exhale, push the earth away, round through the spine, tuck the chin to the chest. Again, inhale, gaze up, drop the belly, lift the tailbone. And exhale, round it out, coming into your cat pose. Good, come back into neutral tabletop. Inhale your right arm just out to the side. Bring the right fingers align with the shoulder, push the earth away. Exhale, thread the needle. Reach the right arm underneath the body. Place the right ear, right shoulder down to the mat. Then reach your left arm forward. Turn the left tricep down to the mat. Lengthen from the left outer hip all the way to the left pinky. Lift the left arm to the ceiling, gaze up. Bend your left elbow, reach back behind your back. Finding that little half bind here. Shifting the body weight over to the right knee. Pick up the left knee, the left foot. And slowly stretch it all the way back behind you. Bend the top leg, reach back for your foot or ankle. And Shavasana variation. Deep, slow inhale. Release the foot, release the leg, slowly with control. Release the left knee down to the mat. Open up from the bind. Press the left palm down to the earth. And inhale, reach the right arm high to the sky. Hold it there, open to the chest. Exhale, release it down. Right palm comes down to the mat. Lift up the left arm out to the side. Left arm align, left fingers align with the left shoulder. Pull the belly in. Exhale, bring the left arm underneath the body. Keeping the hips on top of the knees. Bring the left ear down to the mat, the left cheek down to the mat. Reach your right arm forward. Turn the right tricep muscle down to the mat. Feel that length from the right side body. Lift the right arm to the sky. Bend your top arm, reach back behind your back, finding the half bind. Stay right here or lifting the right leg up and away from the mat. Maybe finding that Shavasana variation as you bend the top leg, reaching back for your foot or ankle. Reach your right leg back to the ceiling. Release the right palm, right knee down to the mat. Press yourself up and inhale. Open up, reach the left arm to the sky. Exhale, come down onto your hands and knees. Keeping the right hand down onto the mat, your right knee down. Step the left foot back behind you and turn the right toes behind you. Coming to a modified side plank, lift the left arm high. Engage your left outer hip as you float the left foot up and away from the mat. Reach your left arm forward, bicep to the ear. Lifting up from the right shoulder, lifting up from the right wrist. Pull the belly in. Exhale, slowly crunch together. Pull the knee and the elbow to touch. Hold it here. Squeeze the core. Inhale, come back to extension. Reach, lengthen. Then bend your top leg and reach back for your foot or ankle. Start to kick into your palm. Push the belly a little bit more forward. Find balance here as you lift up from the right shoulder. Release the foot. Stretch it all the way back behind you. Release the left foot down to the mat. Rise up into gate pose using the core muscle. Inhale, reach up and over. Turn the right palm down. Lift up from the right side waist. Exhale, come on down onto your mat. Hands and knees, tabletop position. Walk your hands forward. Come on into your puppy pose. Keeping the hips over the knees. Placing the forehead down. Melting the chest down towards the mat. Then maybe lifting the chin away from the mat. Gazing forward, opening up through the throat chakra as well. Walk your hands back. Come back onto your hands and knees, side plank, modified variation on the other side. Left knee, left palm down onto the mat. Step the right foot back behind you. Reach the right arm up to the ceiling. Engage your right hip. Lift it up. And reach your top arm all the way forward. Bicep to the ear. Palm is facing down. Feel your right side oblique being super engaged here. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale. Crunch everything in. Hold it here. Bring the elbow and the knee to touch. Feel the right side oblique. Lift up from the left shoulder. Inhale. Come on back to extension. Reach, lengthen. Bend your top leg and reach back for your foot or ankle. Capture the foot, kick into your palm. Maybe push the belly a little more forward. Feel that opening through the right frontal hip bone. Release the foot. Release it down onto the mat. Keep the right leg straight. Use your obliques as you rise up into gate pose. Reach your left arm up and over. Lengthen out from the waistline. Exhale, come on back down onto your hands and knees. Good, come on back onto your hands and knees. One more round of cat and cow. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round it out, coming into your cat pose. And then come on back into a neutral tabletop position. One more variation. Inhale, your right leg back behind you. Point, flex the toes, circle out the ankle. Keep the belly engaged, the ribs lifting away from the mat. Lift the left arm up and away from the mat. Gaze down, point your right toes back behind you. Lift the right leg from the right inner thigh and lift up from your waistline. Pull the belly in, reach and lengthen. Exhale, pull the elbow and knee to touch and just hold it here. Deep, slow inhale and exhale. Inhale, come on back to extension, reach, lengthen. Bend your back leg, sweep the left fingertips back. Capture the foot, kick into your palm and reach up. Deep, slow inhale. Exhale, release it down. Come back to center. One more round of cat and cow. Massaging out the spine. Work in all direction of the spine. Come back to center. Then lift the left leg up and away from the mat. Point, flex the toes. Circle out the ankle one way and the other way. Pull the belly in. Reach your right arm forward. Pull that belly in. Lift the front ribs away from the mat. Point the back toe. Straighten out to the left leg. Take a deep, slow inhale. Reach out from the waistline. Exhale, pull the elbow and into touch underneath you. Round out through the spine. Pull the belly and hold it here. Inhale, back to extension. Reach, lengthen. Sweep the right fingertips back. Capture the left foot. Kick into your palm, opening through the chest. Deep, slow inhale. And slowly release as you exhale. Good job. Slide your palms just 2 inches more forward. Spread the fingers. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips high to the sky. Find your downward facing dog. Just find stillness first. Just naturally arrive this position, focusing on the breath. Then inhale, come on high onto your tippy toes, lift the heels away from the mat, stretching out the feet. Exhale, roll the heels all the way to the right, keep the feet parallel. Inhale, come on back to center. Exhale, roll the heels all the way to the left. Good job, come back to center. Inhale, exhale. Downward facing dog, hips high to the sky. Deep, slow inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of the mat. Bring your feet together. Slide your hands up onto the shin bones. Reach the crown of the head forward. Spine is long. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Deep inhale. Exhale, keep all that length as you fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Rise up, lift up, bring the palms to touch. Then exhale, bring the hands to your heart center. Inhale, lift up the arms. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the hands down to the mat, step back into a high plank position, top of a push-up, hold it there. Gaze down at one spot onto the mat, engage the lats. Then pick up your right foot, point the right toes, and then crunch the right knee into the right tricep. Engage your right side oblique. See if you can touch the right tricep with the right knee. Gazing down at one spot onto the mat. Send your right leg back, you're still in a high plank position. Your right leg is strong and straight. Pick up the left foot, point the left toe, bring it over to the left tricep. Without sinking into the shoulders, staying strong in your core. Stand the left leg back behind you. Drop the knees down, tuck the tailbone under. Bring your hands a little wider than your shoulders, like mat distance apart. Lift up your toes, pull the belly in, and then slowly start to go down. And then lift it back up. You're going to do it 2 more times. Slowly start to go back. Down. Keep the neck long. And push it back up. Last one. Slowly start to go down. Push it back up. Good, then this time you're going to come all the way down to the mat. So in your chaturanga push-up, if you feel like the elbows hugging into the side of your body, it's too intense, then just make your arms a little wider, but keep the neck nice and long. Bring the hands by your side, turn the palms down to the mat. Good. Then lift up the chest away from the mat. Lift up the arms away from the mat. Turn the palms down, squeeze the shoulder blades. Then pick up your feet, pick up your legs, keeping the legs straight. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale it out. Then hold it up here. Interlock the hands behind your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lifting up the chest. Keep the neck long. Deep, slow inhale. Exhale it out. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly release it down to the mat. Gaze to the right. Left cheek, left ear is down onto the mat. Arms by your side. Big toes to touch. Heels falling out to the side. And come back to center. Bring the arms out to the side like cactus arms. Elbows align with the shoulders. Exhale everything out from your lungs. Inhale. Pick up everything away from the mat, away from the earth. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the forearms, the elbows away from the mat. Keep the legs strong and straight. Lift the legs from the inner thighs, pointing the big toes back. Lengthening out from your lower back. Deep inhale. Exhale, bring the arms back behind you. Turn the palms down. See if you can lift up one more rib away from the mat. Interlock the hands. Maybe place the opposite index finger on top. Keeping the body long. Reaching the big toes back. Deep inhale. Exhale, release. Right ear, right cheek down onto the mat. Gazing to the left. Slow, steady inhale through the nose. And exhale, let it out. Come back to center. Place the hands next to your floating ribs. Squeeze the elbows in and inhale. Rise up into upward facing dog. Unless it's too harsh on your lower back, you can come into cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips come high to the sky. Deep, slow inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, lift the right leg up and away from the mat. Straighten out through the right leg. Exhale, pull the right knee to your right tricep. Squeeze it in. Hold it here. Then bring it over to the left tricep. Bring it over to the right tricep. Back to the left. To the right. Now this time bring it to center. Gaze back to your knee. Lift the shin a little higher. Then gaze forward. Step the right leg all the way forward into low lunge. Seal your back heel down. Hug the right hip back into the center line and inhale, rise up. Warrior One, Virabhadrasana A. Pull the right hip back. Turn the left hip forward. Energize through the back leg. Lifting the left inner knee away from the mat. Pressing the left heel down to the earth. Now lift up from the waistline, pull the lower belly in, and hug the ribs towards each other. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale, bring the arms by your side, hug the right hip back as you lean forward with your chest. Turn the palms down, squeeze the shoulder blades together, straighten out to the elbows. Bring the arms into a goalpost, lift up like cactus arms, squeeze the shoulder blades. Then bring the hands behind your back. Interlock the hands behind your back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Pull the right hip back. Turn the left hip forward. Inhale, lift up the arms. Warrior One. Exhale, open to the side. Warrior Two. Adjust your feet. Maybe separate your feet a little wider. Bring the feet heel to heel alignment. Turn the right knee all the way forward and drop the right thigh bone a little deeper. Pull the belly in. Focus on the steady, strong breath in and out through the nose. Then exhale, come forward, extended side angle, right elbow down, left arm to the sky. First check onto the right knee situation. Make sure your right knee is pointing straight forward. And you're using the outer right hip muscles to hug the right hip back into the center line. Therefore, your right knee is going to gaze straight forward, all four corners of the knee. Now your back leg is strong and straight, and you're working on pressing the outer arch of the left foot down to the mat. And then slowly with the next couple breaths, you're going to bend your right knee more. Then you're going to reach the left arm forward, and then maybe slowly bringing the right fingertips to the outside of the right foot, or grab a block and place the block ideally to the outside of the right foot. Turn the left palm, the pinky edge of the left palm down to the mat, like you're trying to karate chop something with the left arm. Then soften the left inner shoulder away from the ear. Deep inhale. Exhale, twist your chest. 3 more breaths here. Stay strong with that. With each inhale, find more length through the spine, all the way from the back heel to the crown of the head. And with each exhale, see if you can drop the right thigh bone a little deeper. Engage your core and maybe twist your chest. Then lift the left arm high to the sky. Slowly rise back up, all the way, warrior 2. Flip your right palm and reverse your warrior. Reach back behind you. Deep, slow inhale. And exhale. Good, then come on forward, back into warrior 2. Right elbow back down into the right thigh, left arm high to the sky, internally rotate the left arm and reach it back behind your back. Roll the left shoulder to the ceiling. So a half bind is a great option. If you like to go into a full bind, reach the right arm underneath you, and then maybe find your left fingers or left wrist, as you can still open through the chest. Stay here, or if you like, you can step up into bird of paradise. Step the left foot next to the right, and then slowly lifting the right leg away from the mat. Holding it here, or maybe extend the right leg out to the side. Good job. Slowly release the right foot. Keep the bind as you step the left foot back. Then open up from your bind. Rise back up all the way to center. Straighten out through the front leg. Triangle Trikonasana. Reverse variation. And then hands down to the mat. Go through your vinyasa. And remember, in your chaturanga, if your elbows hugging into your side, it's too harsh, then you can keep the arms a little bit wider and do a regular push-up here to strengthen the back muscles and getting ready for your chaturanga. Inhale your left leg up, point the left toes down to the mat. Exhale, pull the left knee to the left tricep, squeeze it in. And then as you exhale, bring it over to the right, back to the left. To the right, to the left, one more time to the right, to the left. Now bring it to center, pull the knee to your chest, gaze back to your navel, lift the shin bone higher, hold it here, then gaze forward and step the left foot in between the palms without a sound. Turn the back foot down to the mat, and inhale with a strong core, strong back leg, rise up into Virabhadrasana 1. Actively pull the left hip back as you turn the right hip forward. Activate the back leg. Lift up from the waistline. Soften the inner shoulders away from the ears. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale. Lean forward. Hug the left hip back and fly the arms forward. Now pull the left hip back and really engage your back leg and connect to the back heel, especially the outer arch of the right foot is pressing down to the mat. Your back leg is super strong, and the activation of the back leg is awakening your spine. Now bring the arms into a cactus position. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the forearms away from the mat. Keep pulling the left hip back, keeping the right leg strong and straight. Bring the arms back behind you, turning the palms down. Interlock the hands, placing the opposite index finger on top. Reaching with the chest forward, connecting to the back heel. Then inhale. Rise up, warrior 1, lift up the arms. Find a nice deep warrior 1, pulling the left hip back, turning the right hip forward, dropping the left thigh deep. Slow, steady breath in and out through the nose. Deep inhale. Exhale, open to the side, warrior 2, adjusting the feet, heel to heel alignment, point the left knee, left toes forward. Then instead of leaning forward in your warrior 2, can you bring your upper body back into the center line? Pull the belly in, so getting that big arch out of the lower back by pulling the lower belly in, tucking the tailbone under, then turning on that strong outer left hip muscle to keep the left knee on that track. Deep, slow inhale through the nose, bend your front knee a little bit more as you exhale. Then lean forward, come on into extended side angle. Watch your left knee as you lean forward, your left knee wants to cape inward. Now find a nice long energy line from the right heel to the crown of the head. And reach your top arm forward like a karate chopping with the right palm. And keep softening the right inner shoulder away from the ear, keeping the right arm, right elbow straight. Then maybe you want to grab a block and place it to the outside of the left foot, or maybe your left finger is going to go all the way down to the outside of the left leg. And scan through the body and see if you can find areas where you have to recruit a little more energy, a little more effort. And find areas in your body where you should soften and let go of the tension. Find the right amount of ease, right amount of effort. Keep your front knee bent, reach the right arm high, and then slowly using your strong core muscles, rise back up all the way to center. Reverse your warrior, flip the left palm and reach back behind you. Keep the bend into the front knee, lift up from the left side waist. Exhale, come on back into your warrior two. Extended side angle with a bind this time. Bring the left elbow down. Lift up the right arm. Internally rotate the right arm. Bring it back behind your back. Finding that half bind. Roll the right shoulder to the ceiling. Keeping your right leg strong. And maybe finding a full bind here. Reach back behind your back and find your right fingers or right wrist. Maybe you can even step up into that birds of paradise. Stepping the right foot forward. Shift the body weight over to the right foot. Stand up, focus on your core, maybe extend the left leg out to the side. And when you're ready, gently with control, release. Step your right foot back, open up from your bind. Rise up, warrior two. Straighten out through the front leg, and reverse the triangle, reach back behind you. Exhale, windmill the hands down to the mat. Go through your vinyasa. Skip your vinyasa if you need that. Or modify your vinyasa. Maybe your knees down in your chaturanga. Or you're doing a cobra pose in your upward facing dog. Slow inhale. Slow exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Utkatasana, chair pose. Lift up the arms. Drop the thighs deep. Pull the belly in. Turn the pinky slightly towards each other. Soften the inner shoulders away from the ears. Drop the thigh bones deeper. If you gaze down, your toes are peeking over the knee line. Your belly is strong. Bring the fingers aligned with the shoulders like you're holding a block. Then exhale, twist. Right fingertips back, left fingertips forward. Come back to center, lift up the arms. Soften the inner shoulders away from the ears, sit down deeper. Bring the fingers aligned with the ears, pull the shoulders back into its socket without twisting in your hips. Turn and twist in your torso. Reach the left arm back, right arm forward. Come back to center, lift up the arms, maybe lift up the palms and make them touch. Maybe cross your thumbs, thunderbolt. Exhale, reach the arms back behind you. Sit down nice and deep. Inhale, the hands behind your back, squeeze the shoulder blades, lengthen through the whole spine, including your neck. And exhale, keeping the bind, bring the forehead down to your shins. Lift the inner shoulders away from the ears, lift the fists to the ceiling. Maybe shift the body weight more forward so you can stack the hips on top of the heels. Release the fingers down to the mat. You're gonna squat down to Malasana. Toes out, heels in. So your toes can actually hang off of the mat. Find a nice wide seat. So many times I see that class, people are trying to squat down right here and it's really difficult. So if you bring your feet nice and wide, then you have more chance to be able to drop the tailbone, the sit bones in between the heels. If it's still not an option for you, that's totally fine. You can grab a block and sit on a block. Press the palms together, gently tuck the chin to the chest. You can hang out here for the next 5 breaths, or you can come into a little crow pose practice. Hands down onto the mat, shoulder distance apart, spread the fingers. Wrap the elbows back behind you, wrap the triceps back behind you. Lift the hips, place the knees onto the triceps. And then slowly leaning forward. Maybe you're just practicing this little teeter-totter motion. Come on onto your tippy toes and shifting the body weight back. Turn on the belly muscles, lean forward and shifting it back. Or maybe you're coming all the way into your crow pose, lifting the toes away from the mat. Bringing the big toes to touch. Round through the spine. Recruit your core muscles. Deep inhale. Exhale, release the feet down to the mat. We all gonna come back into a forward fold. Big toes to touch, heels to touch. Come back all the way forward fold. Bend your knees, chair pose, Utkatasana, lift up the arms. Hold the belly in, bring the hands to your heart center. Lean forward and hold the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Press the palms together, place your right hand onto your lower back sacrum, lengthen out from your lower back. Pull the belly in, then join the palms together and twist. Now gaze down to your right big toe. And like a little flamingo, shifting the body weight to the right foot, pick up the left foot. And just balance. Now slowly with control, start to send the left leg back behind you, float it over the mat for a second. Now release it down and come on into a twisted lunge. So separate your feet, fix the pose, press the palms together and twist. Deep, slow inhale and exhale. Again, deep, slow inhale and exhale. Good, then inhale, rise up into a high crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Bring the fingers aligned with the shoulders. Vertical twist as you reach the right arm back, left arm forward. Release the right arm to the back of the left leg and reach the left arm up to the ceiling, finding a little twist here. Deep inhale and open to the side, warrior two. Windmill those arms around. Find yourself in warrior two. You're gonna step up into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose from here. So if you like to use a block, grab a block. Place the block over the right fingertips, a foot in front of the right pinky toe. So you can grab a block, it can be on the tall, medium, or low height. I'm gonna choose a low block today. Right fingers pointing forward. Now bend your right knee slightly. And then make sure you're pointing all four corners of the right knee all the way forward, as well as the right toes. Then hug the right outer hip into the center line. Then slowly straighten out through the right leg. Now activate through the back leg. Flex the left foot. Lift the left heel a little higher. Pull the belly in. Then lift the left arm up to the sky. Hold it here for 5 more breaths. Or maybe start to bend your top leg and reach back for your foot or ankle for your Chapasana. Good job. And slowly release the foot, come back into your half moon pose. Bring the hands down to the mat and come on into a standing split. Maybe walking the hands closer to your right foot, maybe grabbing the right ankle, lifting the left leg higher, or maybe coming to a little handstand practice. Hands down onto the mat, swing the left leg up, and find a little air time. Maybe you need a couple of swings, maybe you find it right away, maybe you need a little wall today. And slowly release. Come to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Bend your knees, chair pose, Utkatasana, lift up the arms. Sit down deep in your chair, pull the belly in. Bring the hands to your heart center, lean forward, and twist to the left. Hold the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Press the palms together. Place your left palm onto your lower back sacrum. Fix that situation. Then join the palms together and come back into your chair pose. Twist. Now gaze down to your left big toe. Shift the body weight over to the left foot. And then just pick up your right foot like a little flamingo, squeezing the knees together. And slowly with control, send the right leg back behind you. Release it down. And then come on into that twist. in a lunge. Now check onto your right heel, making sure the right heel is still pointing straight back behind you. You're on your right toe mount, so your right heel is lifted away from the mat. You're finding that deep twist. Good, inhale, rise back. All the way, high crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Bring the fingers align with the shoulders. Twist, bring the left arm back, right arm forward, vertical twist. Release the left arm on the back of the right leg and reach your right arm high to the sky. Deep inhale and exhale. One more round, lift up from the waistline, find a little twist. And then exhale, open to the side, warrior two. Seal your back heel down, open in a warrior two. Good, we're gonna go into that half moon Ardha from here. So maybe use a block as you place the block, a foot in front of the left pinky toe. Then lift up the right leg, flex the right foot. Place your right hand onto your right hip. Then soften your standing left leg. Wait, find the balance. Soften the standing left leg. Point all four corners of the left knee all the way forward. Hug the left outer hip muscle back into the center line. Then slowly start to straighten out through the left leg, but keep the left hip hugging in. And reach your right arm to the ceiling, find your balance. Hold it here for 5 more breaths, or maybe bend your top leg and reach back for your foot or ankle for your Trikonasana. If you have Trikonasana, slowly release the foot. Standing split, release the right fingertips down to the mat. Square the shoulders, the hips down to the earth. Maybe find that left ankle or come into another set for a little arm balance, handstand. Swing the right leg up, finding a little air time. Then slowly release. Come to a forward fold at the top of the mat. Separate your feet hip distance apart. Grab onto your big toes with the index finger and middle finger. Lift up the chest, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Lift the shoulder blades away from the ears. Push the elbows out to the side, lengthen through the spine. Then release. Either squat down again into a Malasana second set. Maybe go into a little twisting. Or come back for a second round of your crow pose, Bakasana. If you're okay with crow pose, it's been in your practice for a while, see if you can unhook. I'm going to show it from the back. It's going to look interesting. All right, so if you're already in your Bakasana crow pose, you want to try this, you can go into a one-legged Bakasana. Just unhook the right knee and hover it in the center. That's the first step. And then slowly, you can start to extend the right leg all the way to the ceiling. Then bring it back, Bakasana. And release the feet down. And come back into a forward fold. Separate your feet hip distance apart. Slide your palms underneath the feet. Make sure your toes are touching the wrist crease. Inhale, lift up the chest. Exhale, fold, come forward. Lift the shoulders away from the ears, lengthen through the back of the neck, and pull your upper body closer to the lower body. Slowly release. Release the hands from underneath the feet. Come back into your Malasana, or come back into a Bakasana crow pose. You can just still go and put a prep, or if you're comfortably going into your crow pose, and you try it on the right side, you can try on the left side, unhook the left knee, hover, or maybe reach it all the way back to the ceiling. And then bring it back, Bakasana, and lower it down. Good job, come on, sit down onto your mat. Roll all the way down onto your back. Bring the heels close to the sit bones, bring the feet hip distance apart, your feet are parallel, arms by your side. Bring the shoulder blades closer together, tuck the chin to the chest. Exhale, inhale, lift up the hips away from the mat. Tuck the chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone under. Maybe start to shimmy the shoulder blades closer together, interlock the hands, press into the pin cage of the palms. Deep, slow inhale. Slowly release, exhale. Just for a breath, we're gonna go back up. You can go back into your wheel pose, you can go back into your bridge pose. I'm gonna choose wheel pose today. Flip the palms, place it next to your ears. And first you can come up onto the crown of the head. Fix the shoulder blades, bring them closer together, bring the elbows closer together. Then press into your palms, lift the belly button up to the ceiling. Squeeze the knees together like you have a block in between the knees. See if you can straighten out through the elbows, push the chest forward, the hips back, the belly button to the ceiling. Slowly come on back down. One more round. Bridge or Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel pose. Go up. Hold there. And again, find effort and ease. It doesn't have to be your picture perfect wheel pose or bridge pose, but I want you to feel some effort in the body as you do the opening. And slowly release. Come on now, bring the soles of the feet together, let your knees to fall out to the side. Bring your hands onto your belly. Close the eyes, deep, slow inhale. And exhale as you let it out. Good, then we're gonna cross the right knee on top of the left knee. Shift the hips over to the right and let the knees to fall over to the left. Bring your right arm into a cactus position. Turn the right palm to the ceiling and gaze over to the right. Deep, slow inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. Switch it out to the other side. Cross the left knee on top of the right knee. Shift the hips over to the left. Let your knees to fall over to the right. Then bring the left arm into a goalpost. Slow, deep inhale. Slow, deep exhale. You come back to center. Rock and roll back and forth onto your mat. And then make your way back all the way into your downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Point the toe, bend the knees, stack the hips. Maybe wild things as you flip your dog. That's just an option. Then come back, right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring the right knee to the left tricep. Extend it out to the side. Falling star, reach the left arm high. Exhale, release it down. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, half pigeon on the right side. Place the right shin bone down to the mat. Right knee down to the mat. Point the left toes back. Lift up your chest deep. Inhale. Exhale, melt all the way down. Slow, steady inhale through the nose. Steady exhale through the nose. Three more breaths here. Soften the muscles around the jaw. Soften the muscles around the hip. Now lift up the chest just halfway. Slide your left arm underneath your right shoulder. Turn the left palm to the ceiling. Place your left ear down into the mat. Then lift the right arm up. And find a little twist here. Maybe reach back and find your right big toe. Good job, come back to center. Plant the palms down to the mat. Tuck the back toes under. Lift up your right knee and then step it back next to the left. Come into a high plank pose here. Then roll to the outer edge of the left foot. Come into side plank Vashisthasana. Bring your right foot into a tree pose. Point the right knee to the ceiling. Then bring your right palm down to the mat, keeping that tree pose leg. Add an optional chaturanga. Maybe an upward facing dog. Keep that tree pose leg. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Then release the right foot down to the mat. Inhale your left leg high. Bend your knees, stack the hips. Maybe flip your dog if you did that on the other side. Wild thing. Come on back, left palm down. Left leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring it over to the right tricep, extend, coming to falling star, reach the right arm high. We'll release the right palm down to the mat. Inhale your left leg high to the sky. Exhale, half pigeon on the left side. Drop the left shin, left knee down to the mat. Point the right toes back. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Soften the muscles around the hips. And exhale, come down. Half pigeon on the left side. Lift up the chest just halfway. Reach your right arm underneath the left shoulder. Turn the right palm to the ceiling. Right ear comes down to the mat. And inhale the left arm high. Bend your left elbow, reach back behind your back and see if you maybe can find that left big toe. 5 more breaths here. Soften the hips. Soften the jaw. Muscles around the face are soft. And slowly rise back up. Blend the palms down onto the mat. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee away from the mat. Pick up the left knee and send it back to meet the right. Coming to a side plank, Vashisthasana, right hand down, left hand high to the sky. And pick up the left foot and come on into a tree pose variation in your side plank. And come on into a high plank, still holding that tree pose leg. Hold it here, or maybe adding that chaturanga. Maybe an upward facing dog. Maybe keep holding on that tree leg, downward facing dog. And release the left foot next to the right, down dog. Inhale, gaze forward, exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Hands onto your hips, rise up all the way to stand. Come into a tree pose and standing variation. Root down through the left foot. Pick up your right foot. Bring the sole of the right foot into the left inner thigh. Let your right knee to soften out to the side. Hands at your heart. Pulling the belly in. Find one spot in front of you where you can focus your gaze on. Maybe lift the arms up and away from the mat. You can lift up the gaze if you like. Maybe bring the palms to touch. And gently guide your hands back to your heart. Release your right foot down. Other side. Root down to the right foot. Place the sole of the left foot into the right inner thigh. Press the left foot into the right inner thigh and open up through the left knee. And if the right inner thigh is not an option, you can always bring the knee onto the calf, but try to avoid the kneecap. Then again, find one spot that does not move around you. Keep your eyes on that one spot. Maybe lifting the arms up. Maybe bring the gaze up. Slowly, bring your hands back to your heart center. Slowly, release the left foot down. Samastitihi. Inhale the arms to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up your heart. Exhale, step back into a high plank pose. Hold there. Come on down onto your forearms, elbows. Elbows underneath the shoulders, wrist aligned with the elbows. Walk the toes in, dolphin pose. Soften the knees. Pull the belly in, lift up the tailbone to the ceiling. Press into the forearms and don't let the chest sink down to the mat. Lift up from your chest. If you have the left and right forearm equally pressing down to the earth, to the mat. Maybe start to lift the right leg up and away from the mat. Maybe lift up the left leg as you release the right leg. And release the left leg, walk back into forearm plank, 5 breaths there. Walk your toes back, dolphin pose again. You can do one more set with the leg lifts, or you can do a little bit of a balance. Maybe swing the right leg up, shooting out from the left foot, and find a little air time here. Slowly release. Come on back into forearm plank. Hold it here, 3 more breaths. Drop the belly and the hips down to the mat. Bring the arms out to the side. Fingers aligned with the shoulders. Make sure your fingers gonna stay aligned with the shoulders as you start to roll over to the left. Bring the sole of the right foot down to the mat. Find a little bit of a shoulder opening here. Placing the right palm onto the mat. You can adjust how much weight, how much pressure you want to apply onto the left shoulder. You can even place the sole of the left foot down to the mat. Get a little bit deeper into that twist. Then slowly roll back down onto your belly. To the other side. Right fingers align with the shoulders, bend your left elbow, push yourself back, rolling over the right shoulder, and try not to release the right fingers closer to the glute. Keep the right fingers aligned with the right shoulder. And again, using the left palm to push a little bit more, to place a little more weight onto that right shoulder, or maybe not push it, and not put that much weight and pressure onto the right shoulder. Definitely use your breath to open up through that shoulder. Maybe placing the right sole of the foot down onto the mat as well. Good job. And slowly walk, roll back down. Press yourself back into a child's pose. Knees wide onto the mat. Big toes to touch. Reach it all the way forward. And rise back up. Hero's pose. Knees together, heels out to the side. You can always grab a block, place it in between the heels and sit down onto the block. Or if you can, maybe come down with the sit bones in between the heels. Now look at the thigh bones. So the center of your thigh muscle up at the hip crease is exactly the line I want the center of the knee to be at. So you don't have to squeeze the knees all the way together. Just keep that thigh bone nicely straight, pointing straight forward. Your toes are pointing back, and then you'll find a nice long spine. Here you can sit upright or come down onto the elbows, or maybe coming all the way down onto your back. And then bring the hands up and overhead, grabbing onto opposite elbows. Just a little shorter room here. Deep inhale, and exhale. Deep inhale, and exhale. If you're down, place your hands onto your feet, press into your elbows and slowly supporting yourself, rise back up. Come on onto your hands and knees. Press your feet down to the mat. A couple little taps here maybe, sending the fresh blood into your feet. And sit down onto your mat. Stretch the legs in front of you. Pull the right knee into your chest as you keep your left leg strong. Flex the left foot, point the left toes to the ceiling. Sit up nice and tall, then twist right fingertips behind you, hugging the right knee in. Keeping the spine long, pushing into the right heel like you're almost trying to stand up here, pushing into the right heel. And then twisting your torso a little bit more. Keep the left leg active as well. Come back to center, switch it out, right leg long, left leg bends. Flex the right foot, push the right heel into an imaginary wall as you point the right toes to the ceiling. Then push into the center of the left heel. Sit up nice and tall and twist left fingertips behind you. Deep inhale, lengthen. Use the left fingertips to straighten out your spine. Exhale, twist. And then come back to center. Both legs are straight. Inhale, reach the arms to the ceiling. Exhale, Paschimottanasana. Lift up the chest, reach. Exhale, fold. One more time, lift up the chest, reach it forward. Exhale, fold. Lift up the chest, bend your knees, soles of the feet down onto the mat, reach the arms forward and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll back down onto your mat. Find your final resting position. Separating the feet hip distance apart, letting the toes to fall out to the side. Squeeze the shoulder blades or just shimmy the shoulder blades closer together onto your back to find a little lift in your heart. Tuck the chin to the chest. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Really fill up the whole body all the way to the top. Filling up the lungs all the way to the very top. Pull the air a little bit deeper. Hold it there. Open your mouth and softly and slowly let it all out. Let it all go. Take another moment to scan your body from the toes to the crown of the head to your fingertips. Soften every single inch of your body. And again, notice where is your body weight. More on the left side, more on the right side. Can you even it out? Feel the whole body equally pressing down to the earth, melting into your mat as the gravitation gently pushing you down. Just focus in slowly onto your breath, creating space in between the thoughts and letting go of the thoughts. If you like to stay in your Shavasana, please stay here as long as you like. An amazing place to heal your body, heal your mind. If you're ready to move forward, turn the head from left to right. Circle out the ankles, move the fingers, maybe make a fist and then spread the fingers. Do the same thing with your feet, your ankles. Then reach the arms up and overhead, take a full body stretch. Bend your knees and roll over to your side. And then press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Sitting in Sukhasana, easy seat onto your mat, crossing the shins, hands at your heart. Tuck the chin to the chest, gently bow in front of your heart. And just notice the shift in the body, the shift in the mind. By simply focusing on your breath, focusing on yourself for 60 minutes, makes an amazing difference. Let the thumbs in between the eyebrows. Gently lift the gaze to the ceiling. And together we bow forward, sealing into our practice. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis, for coming and practicing with us. It was absolutely my pleasure to guide you through your practice on this Thursday morning. Please leave us a comment. Let us know what you like to do, what kind of yoga you like to practice. Is there any posture you like to learn? I'm all ears. I'm happy to hear what you guys like to do. I'm gonna be actually back here in 15 minutes doing a little Q&A about our upcoming Saturday class about Amazon Body. I am so excited to have my friends joining us this morning, and she's going to tell us all about what is it about, what is Amazon Body about, her journey, and what you guys are going to need for this Saturday class. So make sure you come and join us back in 15 minutes, just for a couple of minutes, nothing long. And we're going to talk a little bit about this whole Saturday event. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and see you guys soon.